please.
All right, and we are back for the exciting conclusion of this one. I apologize. We have some major storms rolling through the area here in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. 2 power surges, but we are back. Joseph Benson in control of this one still. We watch him try and finish out this race. We get everything set back up. Coming down to 5 to go. Joseph Benson in first. Jamie Dunning in second. Tyler Street in third. Joshua Edmonds running fourth. And Samuel Reed rounding out your top 5. And we're going to check to see, Seth, did you make your way back up to the booth here?
Yep, I sure am. Been spending my time both between the veteran racing team and the Quick Time Sports on that pause we had.
All right. Well, we appreciate you keeping us updated. What did we miss while the power was out?
Unfortunately, the best green flag racing the race has had. It's been a nice long run here, and people are starting to find their rhythm here coming down to the checkered flag.
All right. It looks like Joseph Benson has really found his rhythm with a 2.5-second lead over Jamie Dunning. We come down to 2 to go. Joseph Benson in control of this one. No pressure out the back. He just needs to get that white flag, and the next flag will end the race. He enters turns 3 and 4. And Joseph Benson will take the white flag. 1 lap to go. No pressure out the back. And Jamie Dunning and Tyler Street racing for second. Tyler Street about 0.2 of a second off the rear end of Jamie Dunning. We're going to see if he can get it done. They both touch the outside wall, but Tyler Street able to recover, crosses over to the low side. He's going to take second place away. We see Joseph Truskowski putting around the track there. Benson takes home the checkered flag. Tyler Street in second. Jamie Dunning comes home third, rounding out your top 3.
And they were both Tyler Street and Jamie Dunning were pretty fortunate that neither one of them hit the wall any harder, because they could have both been collected in the last lap crash. It was bad.
Yep, that would have been a rough one, as we see Joshua Edmonds spinning his way down the backstretch. He comes home in 4th tonight. As they start making their way around the track to the start and finish line, we're going to start getting set up for interviews here. We wait for Jamie Dunning to make his way into the Discord for his interview. We will move on to oh, here comes Jamie Dunning.
Good eye.
Hey, Jamie, it's Austin and Seth up at the booth. You got us?
Yes, how's it going today, guys?
Pretty good. How are you doing tonight with your podium finish?
I'm happy with it. Top 3 any day at Darlington's a good day.
All right, and you were also our hard charger of the night, up 14 positions from where you started. So, real quick, though, I want you to take me through that last lap, that battle between you and Tyler Street.
Yeah, I just tried a different line with the defensive line for Tyler. I know he was a lot faster than I was the entire race, and so I was just trying to stay defensive and see what I could do on the bottom line. And obviously it didn't work, hitting the wall out of 2 and got wheel damage there.
Yep, that was a tough break for you, but still able to hang on and finish third. So, Seth, you got any questions for Jamie?
No, man, it was good to see you back. Haven't had you run in the. Well, I think you did run Bristol, though, correct?
Yeah, I did run Bristol. I was a last minute add on and kind of screwed my brakes up prior to the race and had no brakes. Ran into the first caution. Well, ARCA braked into the first caution, so I took myself out of the situation.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's right. Because I remember you disappeared after that. But I hope to have you back next week because you're definitely fast and competitive, especially with Benson leaving.
I'll be back for sure. I'll be back for sure. I enjoy racing with you guys. It's a lot of fun, and it's even across all the boards with everybody here. And you never know who's going to win.
Right on.
Right on. We appreciate it. We're going to let you get on out of here. But before we do, anyone you want to shout out tonight?
I just want to say thank you to you two for putting on a great broadcast. Can't wait to watch it later. To all those that, watched the entire broadcast from start to finish, it's, really appreciative from all the drivers and to the broadcasters and my family and friends.
All right. We appreciate it, sir. Have a good night.
Thanks, you guys, too.
Thank you. Once again, that was Jamie Dunning coming home third tonight. We're going to move on to our second place finisher, the 4 of Tyler Street. Tyler, it's Austin and Seth up in the booth. You got us, buddy?
I got you.
All right. Congratulations on coming home second tonight. You were sitting in third when the white flag came out. Take us through that last lap.
Yeah, I knew I was catching on Jamie a little bit there the last couple laps, but he started like blocking the air off of 4, so I just kept getting looser and looser off of 4 the whole time. But I kept waiting for him to make a little bit of a mistake, and when he did, it finally was able to just have enough speed to get by him. That was all I really needed. But having to get second after I absolutely hate this track, and I'll take second after everything that of hitting some other cars and then spinning myself out. Like I'll take it. I'll just take a nice second place.
All right, and that is nothing to shake your head at either. So congratulations on a second place finish. We're going to let you get on out of here, but before we do, anyone you want to shout out tonight?
Well, we obviously got to give the big old shout out to the throwback Oreo car. This is a lot of people don't know this is racer in real life, and my first initial paint was a Dale Jr. Oreo paint and go-karts. So big old throwback to that. And then I guess it apparently must have been a little bit of good luck to bring home a second like that. And then got to thank Trail for putting on the league and everybody else that helps with the league. And then also got to thank you guys in the broadcast for this, because obviously it would never be broadcast without you guys. So appreciate everybody. That's the big thing.
Hey Tyler, real quick, I just got a quick question for you. You prefer the long runs, don't you?
I do. As you can tell, I prefer the long run, where I'm the scaredy cat on the throttle, where I try to like not push the car right off the bat, and I do better when I don't do that. And it seems like I do better in the long run with the tires.
Yeah, going back to our first Kansas race, the long run you were killer, but I noticed that in this race as well, it seemed like the short run you weren't necessarily the fastest, but as the runs would go longer, you would just start passing more and more people. So
it definitely seems like I learn more, I think, as the race keeps going on and we have more cars around you. I think I just kind of learned where the right line is and where I need to brake and have the throttle management for it. I'm guessing just in the long run I do a lot better.
And are you going to be able to make the rest of the races? I noticed you were gone for a few weeks.
I should be good now between my racing schedule in real life, and then I had my honeymoon last weekend, so I missed that with that. So I should be good the rest of the season to make it. So I'm hoping that I can be back as a little bit of a contender in the points for the end of the season here. I know I got to make up some points here. That's going to be the biggest thing.
Well, that's awesome, and congratulations, by the way. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tyler. We'll let you go start celebrating that podium finish. Have a good night, buddy.
Thank you guys too.
Thank you. Once again, that was Tyler Street coming home second tonight. But we're going to move on to tonight's big winner, that 88 of Joseph Benson, taking home the checkered flag tonight. Joseph, it's Austin and your teammate Seth up here in the booth. You got us, buddy?
Sure do.
All right. I'm going to let Seth take this one since you guys are teammates.
You missed me.
Oh yeah, sure did.
Yeah, no, that was a masterclass as usual, to be expected. I don't know that I'd have had anything for you in the long runs, but you set a pretty damn good pace as you usually do. So it was good to watch. I'm glad you guys got a kind of a long run at the end. It was unfortunate that there weren't more of them, but it was a great job.
Yeah, for sure. I just try to keep it out of the fence. That's the name of the game here. I first turn, turn 3, turn 4, first lap, I drove it in way too fast. I think I was carrying way too much speed, and that was the only time I hit the fence. So now that made me realize I needed to check it up way sooner and then just roll around through there. But yeah, no, it was super fun. Super fun. Sad that this is my last one, but I promised that I'd win last week by 6 seconds, but I got it to 3, so I tried.
I was about to bring that up. But yeah, no, that's good. But I think you definitely had the cleanest car at the end of the race, no question.
Always. It's always fun. We always practice and rent sessions, so it's super fun.
All right. So, we just want to say here at the Rebel Racing Network, we are going to miss you starting next week. Good luck with your PCS, buddy. And we are looking forward to seeing you back here next season.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back probably March, February time frame once I get a house and get settled. So, but no, I appreciate you guys letting me do this part time. So it's super fun. Thanks, Seth, for telling me about it. I know he probably dreaded me coming in here. So.
Oh no, I need all the speed. I'm just sad that I'm not gonna be able to win a race when you're here. So that's too bad.
I'll watch from afar. I promise.
All right. And speaking of people watching, anyone you want to shout out tonight?
The wife, she lets me sit out here and do it. She's in here packing all the house, and she's like, "When's your race over? When's your race over?" So now it's over. So I'm gonna help her pack some boxes. So.
All right. Well, good luck again with your move. Congratulations on finishing your first and your last race of the season. We will let you. I was gonna say go start celebrating, but it sounds like you got some work to do. Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, that was Joseph Benson in the 88 coming home first tonight, taking home the win in his last race of the season. So now we are going to run through our official results for the race. Taking home the win, we had Joseph Benson, and coming in second, we had Tyler Street. Jamie Dunning comes home in third. In fourth place, we had Joshua Edmonds. In fifth place, we had Samuel Reed. Jonathan Dominics comes home in sixth. Cody Bullock comes home in seventh. In eighth, we had Thomas Kirkman. Byron Gay finishes ninth. Christopher Foote finishes 10th. Joseph Truskowski, after some struggles, finishes in 11th, 1 lap down. Ben Johnson comes home 12th. Terrell Wheeler finishes 13th. Stephen Linger comes home in 14th. Jared Kuno finishes 15th. Robbie Good in 16th. Chris Jones finishes 17th. Brianna Lavin finishes in 18th. In 19th, we had Chris Evans. And finishing 20th and rounding out your field, we had Scott Leonard, 65 laps down. Tough break for Scott tonight.
I think we're gonna have a new points leader as well. I think Benson should be back in first, I believe, and Samuel Reed will be second. It's gonna be really close between those two, but as we know, Benson will be unfortunately leaving, so Samuel Reed should be first place here next week.
Yes, and it looks like we're going to have some major shakeups in points. So we will be keeping an eye on that as the season progresses. Hopefully you can get your way back up there in points. This race shouldn't hit you too hard since we do have that drop week. But
yeah, it won't be too bad. And the next couple tracks are definitely I would consider them my type of tracks. So I'm excited.
All right. And before we go ahead and close out the show for this tonight, we do have a couple of announcements for the Rebel Racing Network that we wanted to go through. Once again, for the National Outlaw Racing Association Cup Series, we are starting a fan vote dash for cash for the championship race. Once again, the rules for that, everyone who brings a viewer to the chat that name drops them in the chat will be entered into a poll. That poll will take place over on our Facebook page, Rebel Racing Network on Facebook. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe over there so you can vote on your favorite driver. The top 3 drivers from that poll will be entered to win our fan vote dash for cash in the championship race. Make sure you tune in for that. And a couple more updates we have. We do have a new sponsor on board the Rebel Racing Network. That is Household Lawn Mowing out of Elizabeth City, North Carolina. If you need any sort of lawn care, any sort of household chores done, go ahead check out Household Lawn Mowing if you were in the Elizabeth City, North Carolina area. And finally, we have a new league that will be broadcasted on the Rebel Racing Network. Once again, that is the Third Coast Racing Xfinity League. That will take place on Wednesday night starting September 17th. That is ran by Dakota Dennis and Marcus Castle. I have raced with them both before. If you followed me from the beginning, Dakota Dennis has helped me out in the booth quite a few times. Get in contact with either one of those or reach out to the Rebel Racing Network for more information on that. Once again, I would like to thank everyone for tuning in and bearing with us through the weather challenges we had tonight with the power going out here in North Carolina. We will be back at 9:45 for the National Outlaw Racing Association Late Model Series live from Myrtle Beach Speedway. And we're going to be broadcasting tomorrow night with the National Outlaw Racing Association ARCA Series. And then the Cup Series will be back next Sunday night at Chicagoland. Until then, this is Austin Householder and Seth LaCroix signing off. Everyone have a good night.
Cool. Hey, thanks for having me, man. I actually had a lot of fun. I expected it to be good, but it was fun. It was fun watching and being. I've never done anything like that before, so it was pretty cool. Go ahead. Yeah, I didn't like I said, I didn't want to step on your toes or anything. I thought it went really well. I hate that I didn't get the race, but back to the whole Kevin Harvick as a kid, the first race I ever watched in my life ever was the race that Dale Earnhardt died.